the 10 meter and hit the hay, man. Got to get up and do it again early in the morning.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, you're doing good. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat here. But thanks for checking in early, Ron. Drive safe tomorrow in the darkness and the fog.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Good evening, Ron. KJ6TYO, KN6SR. We'll see you over there on the 8-meter net shortly.
All right, catch you later.
K6BBG 971.
Hello there, Dave. Good signal from you. Let's get it over to to Adam here. Adam, how are you doing? And are you playing catch-up?
Oh, it's never so fully caught up there, Mike. Yeah, I'm slowly getting caught up on the equipment. Today's been servicing vehicle day. Did an oil change and service on my wife's Mini Cooper, and now I'm doing an oil change and service, and probably gonna do a transmission flush on my my commuter, my little Acura MDX. So 244,000 miles, trying to keep her going. Another 100,000, I hope. So we'll see. But nope, that's what I'm doing. And tomorrow's gonna be knocking out more equipment.
There you go. Sounds like you're not letting any grass grow under your feet.
Nope, not these days.
So, Dave, it's only been 24 hours since we talked to you. Not a lot can happen, although the political world is lighting up pretty good. Davos in Switzerland seemed like a pretty good meeting, and they're making headway on that one over.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. Yeah, not much happening here. Just sitting back looking at the news. It's becoming an interesting world.
Becoming, that's an understatement.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, it leads for a very, very uncertain future.
Where?
Everywhere.
Well, it's more uncertain some places than others, but anyway, got a kick out of in Minnesota now. They've taken out 10,000 illegals and criminals. It's starting to affect their number of Congress people that they have, and in fact, Ilhan Omar's district has almost disappeared. Over.
Roger. Yeah, when they get all done, the voting base is going to be much different.
Yeah. Well, none of those people should have been counted. Unfortunately, we don't have our census laws sorted out yet. We're counting all people that are inside the borders, and it makes a really screwed up congressional districts and so on. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see who else is in here. Aaron, are you here?
Yes. And you can listen to the live stream. You can hear what's going on, and that'll kind of fill in the void until you can hear Mike. Over. KN6SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, we had an early check-in. Ben down there, N6SWR. I think he was waiting for us. And then John, K6MI, checked in.
N6SWR.
N6SWR, booming signal. Very strong. Ben, you must have really optimized the system there. Raised the antenna or put a better feed line on it or tripled your power or something. Over.
Negative to all of those. It's just propagation. You're just a little bit over 15 over 9.
Yeah, I'll be darned. Well, it's just fog, I think. It gets fog acts like a big piece of waveguide. You do have fog down there, right?
We've been having it. I know there's a crap load of it in between here and where you're at, so I think we're all benefiting from it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, You're sure sounding good. I'm sorry we didn't work you in the contest, and we needed your Delta Mike 05. I didn't work a single DM-05. I had about 100 contacts in the contest and worked just 2 grids down your way, DM-03 and DM-14, nothing else. But we needed DM-05, DM-04, and DM-13 and DM-12, so it was dismal from that standpoint. And I called CQ through the course of the weekend. I probably called for about 2 hours on various bands toward LA just to see if we could stir something up, and I never heard one voice. The only time I heard anybody was on a schedule that we had with Ralph on 1296, and the other one was on the end of the Bozo, beginning of the Bozo Net. They called the net down there for some reason. I don't know why they called the net when you have a contest going on, but anyway, I got on there and worked 2 guys in Delta Mike 14, which we would normally work anyway. One of them was John there, KG6 USS, who I'm sure you guys hear down that way. Anyway, good to hear you, and maybe in June you can make yourself a little bit more available. And a lot of guys did not get DM-05. It became a very rare grid, which should have been very easy for a lot of people. N6SWR, and then we can shoot it over to Rob and anybody else that wants to say hi, K6MYC.
VHF net was. I was tuned out of ham radio this weekend. If somebody had called me and said there was a net, I'd try to find some time to get on the radio.
Well, I guess that's what we have to do. If you'd been on a week or 2 earlier, I was talking about the contest for about 3 weeks leading into that, but you had not been checking in, so you missed all my alerts. Hi. Anyway, somebody else broke in. Who was that?
485.
Again?
485.
485, and who would that be?
Uniform Delta Echo.
Whoa, I don't believe it. Where in the hell have you been?
Oh, I've been, the last few months has not been good for me. So, and I talk kind of funny because I've been suffering from Bell's palsy. So anyway, I just happened to be up there paying bills. I said, I'll turn the radio on and see if Mike's still alive.
Mike is still here, still going. Anyway, great to hear you, Jim. My God, I've been thinking about you a dozen times. Happy New Year, by the way. So you say you've been suffering from Bell's palsy. Was that the only issue?
Yeah, it's the only issue, really. And it's had me on the ground for about 3 months now. I haven't been able to fly. So it's been been kind of rough. I just annualed my airplane and got it ready to, well, I'm getting it ready. I'm putting it back together after we tore it apart. And anyway, I'm looking forward to that, but the fog has been so bad that I couldn't fly anyway.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get some rain. It'll wash this fog out for a few days. That's good. Well, fine on everything, and certainly glad to hear you back. My dad had Bell's palsy, but it didn't last that long. It just, his face sagged on one side. But otherwise, he didn't have any side effects. Over.
Yeah, I thought I was having a stroke when the left side of my face went dead, and I went in there and about 6 doctors looked me over, and some guy on the television looking at me said, no, he's not having a stroke, he's got Bell's palsy. But the sagging in the left side of my face has gone away. The mouth still doesn't work completely correct, that's why I talk funny. And my left eye was giving me a little problems. So anyway, but it's all on the mend now and getting better.
Yeah. Do they have any idea why you had that? Bell's palsy is sort of a stroke. It's kind of a funny stroke, and it's really odd that it only affects half of your face and so on. But did they have any idea what caused it?
No, they have no idea what causes it or anything else. It just happens. At least from what I've read, that nobody knows what happens. But they told me it's about 3 to 6 months and I'd be over it. And it's been about 3 months, and I've had a lot of improvement over what I had at the beginning. I mean, at the beginning I couldn't smile or anything, but now all that's coming back. still have to drink my coffee with a straw. But, you know, that's the only bad side effect. And the left eye still gives me a little trouble. I had cataract surgery on the right eye. They were going to do both eyes, but the doctor was afraid the left eye would get infected because it was getting dry because I had a sagging eyelid, lower eyelid was sagging. Anyway, so now I'm waiting to get the left eye done so I can see better. But I've got great improvement over the vision what I had. Back to you.
Yeah, very good, Jim. K6UDE, K6MYC, and the Bozo group here. Well, very good. It's sure good to hear you. When my dad got his, we thought it might have been related to something. He was taking some drops at the time for glaucoma, and they thought it might have had something to do with it. But again, I don't know if they've really ever nailed that down. I take glaucoma drops and been taking them for 15 years, and I'm sagging, but I'm sagging equally in all directions. Over.
Yeah, I completely understand. Yeah, this started with my eye. My eye felt like there was sand in it, and that was days before I had the face, you know, completely sag away. But I had a couple of, I'd say bad landings, but any landing you walk away from is a good one. But the landings were a little rougher than I liked. And at that point, I knew there was something wrong because I just had problems with that eye, and I couldn't see right. So I grounded myself and put the plane away. And anyway, then like I said, I went to the chiropractor, and when I left his office, my face just went numb, and I thought, oh boy. So I headed for the hospital, and then they told me the good news, it wasn't a stroke, which would have grounded me completely. But anyway, like I said, I'm on the mend. I'm getting better. I'm up here paying bills right now, so or trying to. Anyway, good talking to you, Mike. K6MYC, K6UDE.
Well, let's hope we hear more of you, Jim. Try to check in as often as you can. The nets are still the same. Sunday night on 2 meters, and of course you have another band. I think you have 6 meters and 432 also, don't you?
Roger that. 6 meters and 432. And I'll try to get up here, but I've been going to bed pretty early, so that's kind of killed things for me. K6MYC, K6UDE.
We'll be here tomorrow at 7:30 again on 432, so try to check in tomorrow if you can. Get in right early. I can always hear you even off the back of the beam there. Over to you, Rob, just for a quickie to Jim, and then we'll move on. But sure great to hear you back. KM6SRR. Go ahead, Rob.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, Jim, it's great to hear you there. K6UDE, KM6SRR. Yeah, well, I remember you checking in a long time ago, so good to have you back there.
I'm sorry, I reached for the volume knob and grabbed it. Turned the frequency, changed the frequency, so I lost half of what you said.
Anybody copy? Hello.
Hang on a minute, John, KG6USS. We're talking to a local guy. Go ahead, Jim. I didn't get all that. He got covered by the guy in the high desert.
Stand by, John.
Okay, Rob. Well, you were talking to me, and I reached for the volume because it was a little low, and I grabbed the wrong knob and changed the frequency, and I lost half of what you said. Anyway, good talking to you, Rob. K6SRR, K6UDE.
You're a little high. A little high pitch, which means you're probably a little low in frequency. Jim, you might want to move up about 50 hertz if you can watch the dial, or just tune up where we sound good. Because you sound like a little boy, over.
You've got some sort of...
That's interesting, because you sound good to me. Anyway, I'm on this, 857, so I'm not sure I can do that right now. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the net, and I'll just listen here in the background. K6MYC with the group, K6UDE.
Okay, well, you might have two things go on. You could be operating split, which is not likely. Or you might have the RIT on, or maybe it's your ears. You want to hear us bassy. You may want to hear us bassier on that speaker, and that would make you a little high pitched. It may be just your ear choice of sound from us. I'm dead nuts on frequency because I'm locked to GPS here, So we're absolutely dead nuts on 144.240.000, over.
Contact.
He's probably got a little bit of it.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Let's see, John down there in High Desert. Hi, John, and good to work you in the contest. KG6 USS. This is Bozo 47, kilowatt 6, Mike Yankee Charlie, over.
WB6J there, Mike. How you doing? Yeah, I already got you logged in. I got Rob logged in. Anybody else out your way there want to check in?
1237 AJ6PD.
Well, yeah, Rob is here, and there's others perhaps. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Yeah, somebody was talking over John there, too. So hang on there, whoever it was, and we'll get you in a second. Yeah, John, good to hear you there. KG6 USS, KM6SRR.
Roger, Roger. Got you both in here loud and clear tonight. Yeah, crazy conditions for sure. But a lot better than it's been, over.
Yep, we got good propagation tonight. Good to hear you there. Anybody else need to talk to John?
So far, that's all we've got for you, John. I hear you, Dane, 107. We've got you standby.
Yeah, I missed my favorite numbers, 711 and 800. I hope we get back out there, Roger.
For a few minutes here. And if you listen to the live stream, you'll be entertained. Yeah, we haven't heard them yet tonight, John, but sometimes they come in late and sometimes they don't come in.
All right, guys, we got you on the log. Thanks for checking in. And, we're going to be putting this vertical antenna up a little bit higher in the next couple of weeks, and I should be able to talk to you on my vertical without having to go to the flat side, so that'll be interesting.
Okay, when you put the antenna up higher, turn the mic gain down a little better, turn that compression off. You're still very hollow sounding like you're in a big, hard tube.
We'll figure it out. All right, guys, 432-47, thanks for checking in. KG6 USS 831, we're back to net control in Southern California on the vertical.
Contact.
Okay. Who is the contact? Go ahead.
1237 AJ6PD. Hope I'm on frequency.
Yeah, you're pretty close, Tony. AJ6 Papa Delta. Stand by a second. Anybody else for John down there in the high desert, KG6 USS in Delta Mike 14? Anybody else want to make quick contact with John? Go ahead. I guess that's it, John. We'll see you. We'll see you on Sunday night. Thanks much, and thanks for the contact in the contest. Were you guys? Were you actually calling the net, or were you just up on the frequency? Normally, we do not call the net on a contest weekend because the contest is still going on until 8 o'clock, John, over. Did you lose him? Still making power, I guess I'm okay. Maybe he's got QR Murray down there. All right, let's see. Dane, I got you, and then we'll get it over to you, Tony. And we'll check for anybody else in the Fresno area and around. WB6JNP K6MYC, over.
Hey, Mike, I think John was done, so he switched back to the vertical, KM6SRR.
Report at this end, just thought we'd check in.
Okay, you got doubled up by Rob. Rob was trying to tell me that John was already QRT'd or had switched back over to vertical there. Say it again, Dane, if you would.
Yeah, nothing new at this end. Just thought we'd check in. WB6JNP 107.
Okay, good. Well, you're sounding good now, and we got you checked in. Thanks very much for being there as always. And Tony, AJ6 Papa Delta, take one and see how you're doing up there. It's cold up there where you guys are in. Of course, cold. It's cold down here too. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's been pretty overcast and not too no sunshine whatsoever today. Pretty nice day yesterday though, but yeah, just not too much going on. Got a Mountain Amateur Radio Club meeting at the Senior Center tomorrow night. Looking forward to going to that, seeing some folks there. Other than that, just trying to learn my radio still and try to stay on frequency. Good to hear I'm on frequency tonight. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're pretty close. You may be low by 25 cycles or so, but it's pretty close, Tony. I wouldn't worry about it at this point. Sounds good. And what's the name of the club? Mountain Amateur Radio Club, and is it in Coarsegold or Oakhurst?
It's the Mountain Amateur Radio Club, and the meeting's at the Senior Center in Oakhurst.
Well, say the name of the club again slowly.
Mountain Amateur Radio Club. Amateur Radio Club.
A mountain. Okay. I went there once, and I think I gave a little talk, but I'm not even sure. But it's been many, many years, 15 years or so ago. It may not even be the same club. But I remember going up to Oakhurst. At that time, they had the meeting in a restaurant, but it's probably changed by now. Anyway, good to hear you, and enjoy. Say hi to the guys there and see if you can promote any new Bozo members. We should have 2 new ones checking in here once I turn around to the Bay Area. I worked 2 guys on 40 meters today that are in the Bay Area, and they seem to be quite excited about getting in here. I worked one of them this morning just to prove that we could hear him. He didn't think we could hear him. And he was running 50 watts to a vertical in Redwood City, and he was pounding in here, so we did fine. All right, 7-3. Anybody else for the Bozo Net here in the San Joaquin? Anybody within the sound of my voice? K6MYC, over.
Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
982. Good evening, Daryl. How's with you?
It's going all right. I've been helping the landlord build a garage. He bought one of those Chinese garages in a box.
Oh, you have to squint your eyes to see it, do you?
No, this thing actually, it's quite substantial. It's way more. He only paid $1,800 for it. It's a 2-car garage. It's huge, and it even has, you could have a loft in the darn thing. But it's quite an adventure to build.
Well, I bet it is. Reading Chinese instructions. Do they have a Chinese tape measure for you?
No, you got to convert millimeters to inches if you want to use your tape measure. And you got pictures, but forget trying to look at the instructions. You get pictures.
I like pictures and colored crayons.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it. And Tony, if you're still listening, you were right on the money, brother. You sound perfect. You sound just like you, which means you're on frequency.
There you go. Okay, very good. Well, anyway, Daryl, it's good to hear you. There may be people that are interested in that product. Maybe you can. Do you know where your neighbor bought it?
He bought it online, and he picked it up in Tulare.
Okay, online. No, but is there a name of a company? It's not like sold through Amazon or anybody.
Fast Auction, is that the one?
I don't know yet. I'll have to ask him. I don't know. He just said he got it online and he picked it up in Tulare. That's all that was all I needed to know.
Okay, and you have to pour a little foundation for it?
And they have those kits.
Double with the, who was the guy with more information? Go ahead.
KE6VON. There's a place called Fast Auction, fastauction.com if you look them up. Either .com or .net, I can't remember, but they're out of Tulare. They got locations all over the country, but they do a lot of auctions, and they have those garage units, carports, you name it, all sorts of stuff, and they go pretty cheap.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, we'll have, you could confirm that with your neighbor, but it sounds like, what's it called? Again, one more time, Adam?
Fast Auction. Fast. Foxtrot, Adam, Sam, Tom, and then Auction.
Okay, Foxtrot, Adam, I don't know what the word is. Is it somebody's name?
Fast.
No, fast. Fast, like a fast car, fast plane, fast.
Oh, Fast Auction, okay. Foxtrot Alpha Sugar Tango. Fast Auction in Tulare. Okay. Sounds good. Well, it may be that Frank could do something like that, put a substantial building on the property. Do you need a pour concrete foundation for it, Darren?
No, you don't. As a matter of fact, what he did was he ended up with a post hole auger for his skid steer, so he drilled 4 holes and dropped anchor bolts in, and he's just gonna go to Oakhurst Rocks and get one of those rolling quarter yard things of concrete, fill up the holes, and that'll be it.
Okay, so the thing comes with a floor, does it?
Nope, no floor. He's just leaving the floor dirt right now.
And then you have a dirt floor, huh?
Right now, yeah. But he did put cement footings for the, to anchor it down.
There wouldn't be any reason you couldn't put concrete on there and do the same thing, except more concrete at the corners, huh?
Well, fact is, this building came with the anchors to fasten it to a concrete slab. But the concrete slab is coming later, budgetary concerns and all that.
Yeah, okay. Got it. It sounds interesting. It's quite inexpensive, I think, by some of the other standards. Frank's got a little building up there. I don't know what his size was. You might, do you have any idea what the size is? 12 by 24 or something, or what?
I want to say it's 20 foot by, I want to say 20 by 60, but that's not right. I don't know, Mike. I don't have all the, it's huge. It's a regular 2-car garage width, okay? And it has enough height you could have a loft. Same way, and I just asked you.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll look into it more. Fast auction. Thank you. All right, let's.
I'll have more information on Sunday.
Okay, very good. Oh, now, anybody else before we go over toward the Tascadero? Okay, 6MYC Bozo Net, 2 meters up and down San Joaquin Valley. I think we got everybody. Let's go over and see if we can pick up Ron over there.
KM6 SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know if Tony's still there. I just want to give a shout out to him there. I'm going to be joining him up at his meeting tomorrow night, so I'll be missing the net here, Mike.
Okay. Tony, are you still here, AJ6PD?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'll be easy to find. I'll be the big guy in the wheelchair, Roger.
Okay, we'll be looking for you. Good to hear you tonight. Thanks, Tony. AJ6PD, KM6SRR.
Righty. Very good. And I'm pointed over toward the Tascadero looking for Ron, W6QUI in Charlie Mike 95, W6QUI, K6MYC in the Bozo Net, over. I think I'm pointed right. Yeah, I'm sure I'm pointed right. Maybe he just isn't there. W6QUI, last call. W6QUI. W6 Queen Uniform Italy in Tascadero. Or anybody else over that way. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net, over. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going up to the San Francisco Bay Area here. Going. 60, somewhere right about there.
Get in here.
Who's that?
Kidding. K6MYC, KW6S, 610.
There he is, KW6S, K6MYC. Good evening. Big signal from you, Tom, and good to hear you. Thanks for being there. And I don't know whether you've heard Lee or not, do you?
I haven't heard him on tonight, but I did see him right before noon today, so he seemed to indicate he's going to be here.
I am.
Just one last final comment. That
How you doing, Tom? KW6S, KM6SR. Boy, you're loud tonight.
Hang on, guys. There's somebody talking. One last final comment. Let me find out who's that's talking on here.
Of the
Yankee
topography. In other words, I think it was Lee telling you he's here. Nicer and maybe a little safer the higher up that road you go. And it just always surprised me how you drop down off the hill, and
I also heard Rob.
Late in the evening, it's kind of like
Stand by, guys. I'm listening.
keep going and kind of get through that part of town. WB6J and N6AF.
That's our new guy.
Fairly decent.
He's so loud here, he's taking all you locals out. He's running 50 watts in a vertical in Redwood City.
We've had a few problems in the neighborhood around here.
Is that N6AF?
N6 Alpha Fox, Chuck there.
Yeah, I was listening to him talking to PQL and JNN, and I couldn't really get him in real good. And I was kind of thinking he might be running vertical.
Of course.
He is. Rob, you might want to give us a Bozo number. We might need 2 tonight. So I have N6 Alpha Fox Chuck in Redwood City or Emerald Hills there. And then we got another guy, K6 Echo Romeo. I think it's K6EG maybe. Darn, I forgot the second letter in the call. His name is Stan, but we may have him in there as well. He's in Novato.
You might hear him. It's hard to say. He has a lot of power, so...
Yeah, stand by 1 second.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I got it up here. Whenever you need it, let me know.
Novato, stand by.
You're in the mountains. You may not hear him because you're...
I'm hearing all the guys in the Bay Area. That's why I'm pausing here. Just stand by a second, Lee. We've got you.
Yeah, okay, Jim, I'll let you go because there are more of your compadres coming in here, and we can't hear each other, so it's a lot of doubling. So I'm going to sit back and let things settle down. And hello to Novato. So November 6 Alpha Fox, I was talking to JNN Jim over by Mount Hamilton. So I'm going to sit back here now for a while. N6AF.
Yeah, fine, Chuck. Stand by us just a bit. We're pointing right at you now, and you're very loud here with your vertical. K6MYC. Mike, over.
It is the same for Mike.
WB6JNN. I got you, Jim. And good evening to you, Chuck. Hang in there a second, Chuck. We'll be up your way in just another minute and a half. Over.
QSL, yeah, you're about S4 right now as you burn the redwood trees of Santa Cruz.
Okay. I'm burning the tops off.
YLH.
A6YLH, Javon. Then, Javon, I can't remember your number, your Bozo number.
Oh, no problem. It's actually Jevin, like Kevin. Although I know the spelling makes it look like Javon. The Bozo number is 916, over.
Okay, 916. We got you, Jevin. Very good. Thanks for the correction on the pronunciation there. Good to hear everybody in here. Hang on a second. Let me get it over to Lee in Watsonville there. Lee, take it away. And sorry to keep you waiting. A lot of chatter on here this evening. New people coming in and so on. AF6 United, K6MYC in the Bozo group.
Well, K6MYC and everybody else out there from AF6U. Yeah, I just didn't want to add to the confusion there, so I figured it's just better to sit back and stand by. And actually, I don't really have anything new to add tonight, so just wanted to say hi to everybody and check in. 1098 here, and so I'll turn it back over to you and let you get going there, Mike. K6MYC in the group from AF6 United. Back to you.
Okay, very good, Lee. Well, I'm sorry we didn't hear you in the contest. I don't think you operated the contest at all. We didn't need you for your grid, but we needed you for a contact. Hi. On this band, I worked 31 stations, which wasn't phenomenal, but it was a decent score. And I think I had 11 grids. Anyway, not too bad overall, but the contest wasn't as active as they have been in the past. And I don't know whether it's weather or football games or what, or too many playoff games these days. In the old days, you didn't have anything going on from the middle of January to the first of February when they played the Super Bowl. Now there's games almost every day. I guess Indiana stunned everybody, beating the big one down there in Miami or wherever. Anyway, enough of that. But let me shoot it over to you, Jevon, and then we'll get on up into the Bay Area. Let me see, Rob, do you want to say hello to the boys there, KW6S and Lee, over?
Yeah, sure, Mike. I tried to peek on Lee. I just can't. I hear some voice in there very low with the noise, and I can't make out anything. But Tom's coming in great. How you doing, Tom? KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SR, KW6S. Yeah, you're coming in real good here tonight too. So yeah, we've got the path there. KM6SR, KW6S.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, you're not copying Lee. Okay, very good. Are you hearing Jevon, K6YLH there in Watsonville? I guess you're not hearing Jevon, Aaron, Rob. He's running vertical, so that's part of the problem. He's copyable here very nicely, but I somehow get the vertical signals very good over here. Anyway, back to you, Jevon. And you take it, and then we'll shoot it up to Redwood City and pick up the rest of the guys in the Bay Area there. K6YLH, 916, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC in the group from K6YLH. Not too much to report. There was some interesting propagation on 6 meters late last night. I was on FT8 and worked X-Ray Echo and Charlie Oscar, ZF9, and Tango Golf 9. So got a little DX there. Actually, signal strengths were such that probably could have worked some of these guys on sideband, but I went down there and didn't hear anyone. Tried to call a little bit, and no one was around. But pretty neat to hear 6 meters so open like that. Anyway, back to net control. This is K6YLH. Have a good evening.
What time was this on 6?
Boy, it must have been close to midnight. It was real late.
Weird. Boy, that is weird. That's a great opening into the Caribbean. ZF and Charlie Oscar and all that mess. That's good stuff. Those are hard to get under the best of conditions. So you're very lucky to pick those up. I would have not have been listening. I turned the radio off about 9:30, and haven't been listening much at night. I don't do much JT or FT8 or any of that anyway. But I'm sure Aaron would have been happy to work those guys. He's very active on FT8. He isn't in here this evening. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. I think he's got the live stream up, but I don't know where Aaron is this evening. He hasn't checked yet. He must be at dinner with a family or something. Okay. Thanks, Jevon. Thanks for the heads up on the 6 meter stuff at midnight. What the hell were you doing up at midnight?
Well, just finishing up a little bit of work, and I thought, well, I'll just turn on the computer and listen to a little FT8, see if anything pops up, and lo and behold, there it was. So that was pretty neat. Don't think I'll be up that late tonight though, so I may miss out if there's another band opening. K6YLH.
Yeah, well, we used to have when 6 meters was like that. We had a repeater on. It was N6AMG's repeater, and all the 6 meter guys coagulated and listened to that repeater all the time. So when somebody spotted an opening like that, we could announce it and went all over the Bay Area and further actually, but mostly for the Bay Area guys. And we don't have that anymore. That repeater's down and not functional anymore. But we sure need something like that because I wouldn't have caught that opening, but there's been other ones that we would have caught, but we just aren't paying attention to the radio. So we'll have to think about getting somebody that's got repeater skills and give us a repeater that we can use for 6-meter interface intercom in the Bay Area. Thanks, Javin. Good evening for now, and we'll see you Sunday night or maybe tomorrow night on 432. Who knows? Okay, Lee, 73 to you. Tom, 73. Let me shoot at you quickly, Tom, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow on 222 and 6 meters. KW6S in the group, K6MYC.
Mike, you slipped 2-meter nets. Tomorrow night is the 432, and looking forward to that. Be there. Yesterday, all afternoon or all evening, late afternoon and evening, the west or the East Coast was going crazy down into South America and the Caribbean, and I kept calling, and no luck for me. I didn't see anything or hear anything, and I kept calling, but I must have given up too early. I should have probably gone in a little, tried it a little bit last night. I'll probably check it tonight, though. Anyway, I'll report back tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, it's kind of a result of a big CME event. And it'd probably be nothing there tonight, but it was probably something related to that event. The band had returned to normal. I noticed that on 40 the day before, because it had happened the night before, and boy, it just knocked the crap out of the 40-meter band. A lot of the locals couldn't hear me and so on. I could work out further, but I couldn't work the close-in guys. And they said 80 meters was just a disaster. Nobody could hear anybody on their nets on 80 earlier in the morning. So I think it all had to do with that CME. Anyway, very good. Glad you, sorry you didn't catch anything, but at least you were aware of it. Okay, let me see. 7-3 Lee, over to you for a final. AF6 United, if you're still there, K6MYC.
Oh, I'll just say 7-3 to everybody, and catch you tomorrow night on 432. K6MYC in the group, AF6 United. Back to net.
Okay, AF6 United, 7-3. And I'll turn it up to you, Jim, if you're still there. WB6JNN, I heard you quite well, over. I'm not hearing Jim now. Who else do we have in the Bay Area beside N6AF? We'll get you in a second, Chuck.
AB6SR. Excuse me, WB6WNI1090.
Okay, good evening, Stan. Good evening, Gary. Good signals from both of you. We have a new member. He's going to get a Bozo number here in just a second. He's up behind you there in Redwood City, 50 watts in a vertical, but very, very sharp guy. Been around a long time, worked for Harris Communications in the microwave division for many, many years in the Bay Area, so he's got a lot to offer the group here. And he's on here with a big signal to me, even though he's vertical. So he's got a great spot in Redwood City, Emerald Hills there. All right. Let's see. Quickly, anything new from you, Stan? Go ahead.
No, nothing much new here. It's a boring day, cloudy and mid-50s, so nothing much. It was good to hear you on 6 on Monday, and also Tom down there in Santa Cruz. That was good. Oh, by the way, Rob, if you can hear, KM6SRR, you're about 5 and 5 here tonight, so pretty readable signal for me. Anyway, nothing much going on at all, Mike. Had a quiet day. Back to you, K6MYC. Hey, oh, yes, I heard, what's he called, Chuck, up in Redwood City, is that right? He was coming in here off the back of the beam quite strong. K6MYC, AB6SR.
Okay, he's going to get it next here, right after Gary. Go ahead, Gary. Oh, Rob, you want to say hello to Stan?
Sure. How you doing, Stan? Yeah, I'm getting you about a S5 also, so good propagation tonight. Thanks for being there, AB6SR, KM6SRR.
5 and 6, 5 and 7.
Wonderful. But Gary, are you copying Rob?
Yes, good evening, Stan, Mike, Rob, and the new members. Yes, I hear Rob just fine. Not sure how he's hearing me, but he's coming in about S3 from my location. Chuck was coming in quite well considering, again, like stand back of beam. But anyway, no, nothing more. Hi, Rob. Hi, Mike. I'm going to let you go ahead and check in your new member there. And we'll meet again tomorrow on 432. Anyway, 73 to all. K6MYC WB6791090.
Okay, Rob, do you hear Gary?
I hear him. I tried to peek on him, and there's two spots, but he's in there with the noise, and I just hear somebody talking.
Okay, not quite good enough yet, Gary, but you're close.
We will keep trying. Anyway, back to you, Mike, at 73.
73. It's amazing that you could live where you live, and you're still hearing better than you're getting out, although Rob's got power, and you don't, so that's part of the difference. All right, Chuck, over to you, and welcome to the group. We're going to get Rob in here, and I don't know if Rob's going to copy you or not, but he's got the number. He's got a new Bozo number for you, so you're going to become a Bozo member in just about 30 milliseconds here. A N6 Alpha Fox K6MYC Bozo Net.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Your signal dropped down. I'm looking at your azimuth, your antenna azimuth, and I see you're a little bit north of. Now it looks like it's actually dropping down. Maybe I've got a delayed deal here. It'll catch up. So let me just confirm with you. Are you copying me right now, Jim? Over.
Yeah, no, you're loud, no problem, but you are down a bit. That could be just band conditions. That's what we get here on VHF and UHF. The band goes up and down, and so it's not unusual that you would see variation on my signal. And that's why I run 1,500 watts, so I keep it above the noise for you guys. But you're fine. You've got still plenty of signal-to-noise ratio, Chuck, over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, you're reminding me of one of the supervisors I had at Harris. He was actually a retired Turkish naval officer, and he described to me how they used to use, I think the minimum power was 10 kW for HF backscatter when they were running around in the Caspian Sea or something. But anyway, I'm looking at the azimuth on the website, and it looks like you're firing just about due west. But I don't know, maybe I've got a delayed feed or something. But I'm quite familiar with the fading
W2WX
gradients, not to mention occasional passing aircraft and whatnot, or maybe destructive interference from a secondary ray due to a reflection off of Hamilton or Mount Diablo as you move your beam heading around. That sort of thing and basic noise employed me for many years at Harris. Anomalous propagation and noise were my best friends when it came to paychecks. So let me see here. I'm pretty excited. I've got my clown outfit on now, and I hope my audio isn't too distorted from the big red nose that I've got rubber banded to the front of my face here. So my wife says it's very appropriate. So back to you, Kate. And you're running about S5 or so there. And anyway, I'm running the usual, the same thing, 50 watts into the X50 super duper small vertical, K6MYC N6AF.
Fine, Chuck. Very good. Solid copy. And don't be too concerned about the Bozo name. We might even change the Bozo name. I'm thinking about introducing the guys a thought to change it from Bozo to Elmer. Call it the Elmer Net, because that's what we do a lot of. We help the new guys get acquainted with the VHF weak signal characteristics and stuff on the VHF and UHF bands. So we do a lot of Elmering here. So it could be an Elmer Net, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the big floppy shoes and the red nose. Rob, are you copying him? If not, why you pass along a number for me, and I'll pass it on to Chuck there, over.
No, I'm not hearing him, Mike. I hear somebody in there with a noise. I imagine when he gets to horizontal, I'll hear him fine, because I do hear him now in the vertical. The number we have is 1243. 1243. Over.
Okay, 1243 is your number. 1243, Chuck, that's your Bozo number. And it can be changed at sometimes. Sometimes some of the guys pass away and numbers come up that are available. But nothing wrong with 1243. The only one that would be better would be wait until 1300 comes up. Hi. Back to you, N6AF, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good. And I'm going to try to listen to myself just for a brief moment on your feed. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, listen to that. Now I can see what the processor sounds like. Let me keep talking a little bit more. Hello. I guess that's helpful. I'll leave that on for now. You might comment. I turned a little bit of processing on this FT100 Delta. Okay, well, how do you do, everybody that can hear me? I heard a lot of your colleagues definitely could not hear Watsonville. That's powering through a lot of dirt and rubble and redwood trees. From here over there near my wife and my favorite RV camping spot at Sunset State Beach. We go there many times. We're scheduled to go there a couple of months from now. But anyway, thank you very much. So 1243, I kind of like that. It's I like the unexpected. I think it's a little bit more random than 1234. That would just be too easy. Everybody would guess my password right away. So I'll go with the 1243, and I like that quite fine. So thank you for that. And if you go with the Elmer group, the Elmer Net, I can keep the big red nose, but I'll just paint it, kind of a flesh color. You remember Elmer Fudd, right? So I still need the big nose, but I'll set the shoes aside. K6MYC N6AF.
Okay, fine, Chuck. Very good. By the way, we'll look for you tomorrow. You can get on in the morning and join our group. You'll be a wonderful addition to our 40-meter group there on 7137. And I should be there. Well, I'm going to be very short-fused tomorrow morning. I've got to leave. I've got an interview with a radio station that I got to do, and I want to do. But we leave the house at 9:15, so I'll probably be going QRT. We started at 8. We'll have plenty of time to chat, but I won't be open-ended like I was today. Anyway, we'll look forward to hearing you then. And again, 1243. I think you like your idea. It's easier. It's not be a bad one to remember. And so the other one that we were trying to get was K6 Echo Golf Stan. What was Stan's call, Chuck? Over.
I don't know the Stan that you're referring to, quite frankly. Who was that again?
Well, the guy that I was talking to this morning just before you popped in, but you may not have paid attention to that. Remember, I called you Stan one time because he had been the one that I was chatting with just before you, but he's up in Novato, and he may not be hearing me. I'll have to move the antenna a little more north to get to him, and he may have trouble hearing us there. He's vertical also at this point in time. Anyway, no worries. 7-3. Thank you very much for being there. But you're going to be much louder for the guys over here, and you'll have many more people to chat with as soon as you go horizontal. Rob will be able to hear you. He could hear you in there, even with the 50 watts in the vertical. So your location is going to work, but it's going to give you another 15 dB or so, maybe 20 dB by going horizontal, Chuck. 7-3, I'll listen for your final. N6AF, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Yeah, very good. I had just chimed in, I think, when you had broken off from Stan this morning on 40 meters, but I did hear a gentleman saying Novato a couple of times, so Stan, if you're in there, I'm sorry, let me just do a quick pause and see if there's a Novato station still there. Are you still there, Novato, N6AF? I didn't hear anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, I am now 1243, and I'll take my wood burning, my Weller soldering iron. Let me turn it up to 550 degrees. Ouch! Gosh, that hurts. But you'll be able to see it on my wrist forevermore. So I'm not going to change my number. 1243 and 8 a.m. 7137. Only 140 megs below where we are now. So if I put up my 4-element Yagi, the Whopper Yagi, with all of its 10 dB of gain, horizontal, that'll help. But I'm going to have to just put it on an azimuth towards you, and then I can. I do have an extra rotator, so I could set that up not without too much hassle. I do have a 4-element tri-bander. I could maybe just tuck it in underneath that, and that's all set up with its rotator. So we'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And so back to you to tie the Bozo ribbons on it. Yeah, Bozo. So I guess I've been called a Bozo before. So what the heck? Why not? I guess we're all pretty involved in our hobby, Bozos. So that makes it all okay. So 7-3, and thanks for the number and bringing me into the fold. K6MYC and 6AF.
Okay, well, just don't take it personal. It's just a name, and a few folks don't like it, feel uncomfortable with it. So we'll think about changing it to Elmer, and then we'll have to deal with the Elmer Fudd image. 7-3 check. Let's see, other stations in the Bay Area, please. Let me go up a little bit north again. Bay Area, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over.
Whiskey Radio X-ray, WB6JNN.
Yeah, WB6JNN and W2WRX. We got you both written down, so hang on a second, Carl. And go ahead, Jim. I could not hear you on, what the hell band was it? 1296? I'm just not hearing you at all right now. I don't know whether it's because of the height of the antenna or what. Anyway, your good copy here. WB6JNN and the group K6MYC.
Yeah, it's K6MYC. Well, there were 2 other stations. We all had you very weak, and we just never made the contact. The propagation apparently wasn't very good. I did make 27 contacts. There were 3 guys doing soda stuff on mountaintops, or Summit's on the air, right? During the day, 2 guys were there at one time in the morning, and then later in the afternoon I heard another guy. So I worked those guys and a bunch of other people. Didn't get too much on 220, didn't get too much on 432, but did quite well on 2 meters, and some of that was, a few of those were FM as well on 5.2. So that was my contest, WB6JNN.
Yeah, okay. I have my numbers written down. I forgot to bring them out here. I got 3 contacts on 6. Obviously, I didn't spend a lot of time there. I spent a lot of time there, but I didn't get anybody to call me back. I had 3 contacts and 3 grids. That was it. And 1296 wasn't too bad. I think I had 6 grids and 11 contacts. 222, a little better, 15 contacts. I don't know. I'll have to bring the sheet out here. I forgot to bring it out tonight. I'll bring it out maybe tomorrow night and go over it. But you said you sounded like you did pretty good, particularly on 2. I think I had 31 contacts on 2 meters and 11 grids, I think. Anyway, good deal, Jim. Thanks for being there and working the contest. And yeah, I know you could hear me, but I was running 600 and you weren't. And so I just couldn't get you. Sometimes you're there. I don't know what's happened the last couple of weeks. Anyway, 7-3, and thanks for being there. We'll look for you tomorrow night. Is 432 functional at your place? Over.
I have 7 elements. I don't remember if I have listened for you or not. I have one that's set fixed directional. I have a rotor, by the way, now, but I haven't put it up yet. And so I've got one aimed over your direction, as is this antenna, of course. The 220, 1296, and 2 meters, and 432, are all on the main antenna mast, but they're all down at the 10 to 15 foot level at the moment. And then I do have one that is looking your direction on 432, but it's just above the roof line, so it's not that great. And we don't usually do very well on that band anyway. I guess it's just not in the cards on 432. It's never been very good. WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, you might just have to raise the antenna and get the knife edge a little different. Sometimes just changing the knife edge angle over the mountain to the east of you would make a big difference. I used to have to do that with a TV station when I lived in Friant. If I went down 4 feet, I could get no TV signal. I'd go up 4 feet and I had a perfect rock-solid signal from channel 26. It was really funny. But it was real sensitive to height. And I'm talking 10 feet to 14 feet or 10 feet to 12 feet. I like that. Over.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that. And I've never done that experiment. It would require having a signal to do that with, where we could take some time to run back and forth, raise and lower the mast. But, yeah, we should probably do that someday when I get the thing back up in the air. Right now, I don't expect it to get across the mountains. WB6JNN.
Yeah. Well, where you're working on 2 meters, it's certainly working. So it should be okay on 1296, but sometimes it's different. All right, 7-3, Jim. Thanks much. We'll look for you tomorrow, and hopefully we can make it. WB6JNN, K6MYC. I got PQL written down here, I believe. I heard you, Jim, W6PQL.
Yeah, I'm in here, and just in and out with you. I was going to mention something to you about the name change. Instead of calling it Bozo Net, calling it something else. That involves buying another domain from my net presence provider, internet presence provider. It's about $20 a year. I've been paying it for bozonets.com as part of my contribution, maintaining it. But if you change the name of the net, that requires buying a new domain name for it. And, not a simple matter, but can be done in a matter of a day or two. It'll take that long for the name to propagate through the internet and so forth once the decision's made and you've settled on a different name, whatever that name is. But keep in mind, we're not all Elmers, but we're all Bozos. Over.
I guess we are, yep. As long as you're not offended, you were the one that were most outspoken about the name. Nobody else has been too fussy about it, so we can leave it like it is for all that matter.
Well, whatever. I'm just telling you what it takes to do it, that's all.
As long as you've kind of figured out you can live with the Bozo number and the big shoes and the bulbous nose, you're fine. We'll leave it that way for now, okay?
Are you sure I was the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, was I in a bad mood that day?
I don't know. All I know that you felt kind of bad about saying you were a Bozo member and calling the Bozo Net, but you seemed like you got over it.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we'll look for you, I guess, Sunday then. I guess it's, that's right. We got Thursday tomorrow. I keep forgetting this stuff. I don't know why I can't keep the days straight anymore, but I'm having trouble with it. 7-3's Mike, K6MYC, W6PQL.
And booming signal. My God, you're strong. Let's see, Rob, are you copying Jim tonight?
Yeah, I can hear him a little bit, maybe 30% of the words.
Was that all? Because he's really ripping through here tonight for me.
Not much you can do about that dirt.
But I can hear him a little bit.
Yeah, you're both hearing each other a little bit. Okay, fine, Jim. Let you go. See you tomorrow night on 432. Thanks for your patience here. We've got a long net because the new member is long-winded on top of the fact that we had a lot of other people to talk about and things going on here. So, but Chuck's a good guy. You're going to find him very, very interesting and really talented. He spent 30 years working for Harris in the Bay Area in the microwave division area. And so he's got lots of stuff to talk about, lots of stories. And might be a very valuable other contributor to the frequency here as far as technical things and so on. Lots of stories and lots of experience. So I think you'll find N6AF quite interesting. Anyway, 7-3s, and let's see, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or anybody else, KB6BA, anybody else in the Bay Area before we move on, K6MYC.
Whiskey Radio X-ray. Golf.
Okay, I hear two of you. I forgot about you, Carl. Hang on a second. Who is the golf station?
Kilo Tango 2 Golf.
E22G, hello, Mark. We were talking about you today. I don't know whether I mentioned or somebody mentioned your call to me. See if you had talked to somebody somewhere. Anyway, how are you doing? You sound good tonight. And I can't remember the Bozo. 863 or something, over.
863, confirmed.
Okay, how are you doing?
Doing well. Yeah, it's yesterday, earlier this week I ran the net, a short net. It's getting longer and longer, and it doesn't give me a chance to come back to the Bozo on Mondays. And then yesterday I was working in San Francisco. But no, yeah, things are good. Things are good.
Well, we'll take you when you can get home. I know you're a busy boy up there, so whenever you can get in, that's great. But you always got a good signal, and I'm always bragging about how good a signal you have on 1296 with that 10 watts. It's amazing. And that's why I knew when Chuck came in, N6AF, he's kind of got a similar, he's not very far from you there. He's in Redwood City, Emerald Hills, but he seems to have a pretty good altitude like you do, and it's a really good shot over this way. So he was running vertical tonight, and just booming in here stronger than some of the Bay Area stations that are running horizontal, that are more shielded. So it pays not to have dirt in the way, over.
Hey, Mike, don't forget about Carl. I heard him check in a couple of times.
I know, I'll get Carl.
In some dip in the in some valley, in some trough or something. By the way, Mike, the other day I sent you some more photos. I don't know if you got a chance to see them. There were more photos of those antennas back in Sardinia, over.
Yeah, I think there was two pictures, right?
No, I sent some more. Let's say, replying to that original email.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go look for those. Judy was checking my email every day, but she didn't mention anything except the other two that you sent later. And I think I printed those out, but it's been so busy here. Matt's been gone so much of the time with the holiday weekend and all that. It's just been a madhouse here. I haven't really had a chance to even sit with him 2 seconds to talk about fun stuff like that. Anyway, I'll look for your pictures. Thanks, Mark. I'll let you go. I should get going here. I got a little ways to go, and I don't want to keep people waiting too long here. But great to hear you. Thanks much, and I know you'll check in whenever you can. KT2G, booming signal tonight on 2, K6MYC.
Golf. Good to hear you, Mike. Thank you. Talk to you soon, 7-3.
Okay. And I hear you, Phil, but hang on a second. I got to pick up Carl first. Carl, W2WRX, K6MYC. Sorry to keep you waiting there, buddy.
Aloha. How you doing there, Mike and Rob? This is W2WRX. We're doing okay. Just got that Mai Tai cooling off. It's on the side over here. But anyway, how's everybody coming along over there? Over?
Well, we made a major breakthrough today. Actually, it happened yesterday. We got the inverter checked out. We got everything cleaned up, and we got back off of the grid. So I'm grid-free again for a while, and hopefully it'll stay that way. We determined that one of the two inverters that we have, one of the two big inverters, 18-kilowatt inverters, was acting up and may have been sending false messages back to the other one. We have two of them back-to-back in parallel. And we kept getting error messages on both of them. And once we disconnected the two, one of them cleaned up and the other one kept making error messages. So
it's keeping warm because it's pretty chilly out tonight. Over.
Yeah, sorry, doubled with you. Didn't get your transmission. Try it again, Carl.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I was saying that hopefully you're keeping warm there because it's pretty cold there. Over.
Well, I'm using the power from the sun to run a little 750-watt heater that's blowing on my knees, and I'm keeping tolerable. Over.
Roger, Roger. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to keep you up there. I know Phil's up there, and aloha to Rob and Phil too. Okay, back to you there, Mike.
Okay, Rob, say hello to Carl.
How you doing, Carl? W2WRX KM6SRR. Hey, I got your card and I sent off one to you. Did you receive it yet?
Negative. I'll get one. Hopefully, I'll check it out and I'll put them up on the wall as well. Over.
Roger. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Roger. Okay. We'll talk to you again, Rob. Thanks for coming back, and we'll see you later too, Mike. W2WRX. Go ahead.
Did you send me a card, Carl?
Yeah, a long time ago. I'll send another one. You probably misplaced it.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit jumbled, and sometimes Judy doesn't get to it right away. I probably have it somewhere, but if you send me another one, I'll send yours back. I'll send mine back to you, and you can pin me on the wall. I got a picture of me and the antennas in the background, so it's a pretty nice QSL card. I'm kind of pleased with it. And, of course, it keeps me young and posterior. I took it 3 or 4 years ago. Over.
I know what it means. Yeah, my card is the Hawaii, what do you call, Aloha State license plate. You check them out. But anyway, back to you there, Mike.
Yeah, well, I got cards from Hawaii people, and a lot of them come and they got nude bathing girls on there. Is yours that way?
I got to keep it nice and family-wise. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Very good. 7-3, Carl. If you want to drop me a card, I can probably find your card. I've got them in a pile somewhere, but then I was just going through the pile yesterday, and it's getting kind of jumbled. I may have misplaced it, so wouldn't hurt to send another one if you don't mind.
Okay, no problem there, Mike. We got plenty over here. So anyway, I'll send one to you, and you can send one back. Aloha, W2WRX. We got the Mai Tai, nice and cool.
Okay, don't let the ice melt. 7-3. Aloha.
Roger.
Okay, who's left in the Bay Area? Anybody? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. How about you, Mike? Anybody else? Okay, a little weak, and I just couldn't pull out the call or the number. Try it again, and if you could tell me where you are, I could maybe move the antenna for you. Over.
I can't hear you directly. But what from Sugar Mike? Bozo Net 192.
Okay, 192. Yeah, your audio is very thin, and not even consistent. It's like it's breaking up for milliseconds through the voice. 192, and where are you located? Over. 1192, and I can't get the call or the location. Give me your location and your call.
Julie Sugar Mike.
Oh, okay. KD6 Juliet Sugar Mike. Boy, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with you, but 2 meters is never good, I guess. You're much stronger on 6, John. Sorry about that. And I knew the number sounded familiar, but I couldn't put 2 and 2 together because you're so weak I couldn't recognize the voice. Sorry about that. Very light tonight. Very tough copy, and I moved the antenna back a little bit, but I still should have been pretty much right on you there. So it just isn't great from the balcony tonight. Hi. KD6 Juliet Sugar Mike, K6MYC.
Yeah, no,
let's see. Let me try this. N6RO should be close. N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. High temperature 46. Still gloomy and cold up here. And dinner was filet mignon and broccoli and carrots and onions and mushrooms, the usual sides. And did I tell you about what we accomplished yesterday? That's sort of celebrating tonight with a fancy dinner.
Yeah, very good. Getting the vertical array up and all that stuff for 15 meters. Now, that was interesting. And hopefully that'll pan out for you.
Yeah. All we got to do is hook the coax up, which is going to be a chore. It's going to take a lot of people to thread the coax and the control cable through the vineyard. But my team can handle that. And let's see, the other thing was we're rebuilding one of the stations here to accommodate 2 separate radios so that we can do an in-band contest situation, which is what some of our competition uses, and we feel the need to experiment with it anyway. Okie doke, I'll let you run, and see you on 432 N6RO.
I'll see you tomorrow night, Ken. Good deal. And okay, on dinner, filet mignon. Boy, I guess you're getting that one out of the way so you can get ready for your chicken salad tomorrow, over?
That is correct. Chicken salad tomorrow, and back to seafood on Friday night. I haven't decided yet.
Well, you said you had one more Alaskan halibut left.
Oh, yeah, but I got to pace that out, every 2 weeks or so. I've got, 5 other fish dishes in the freezer, so I got to just look at my log so I don't repeat something that's 2 days away.
I gotcha. Okay. See you tomorrow night on 432. I'm running late here tonight, I'm sorry. But people are showing up, and then they show up with long winds, and I'm not a stranger to long-windedness. I'm a member of the On and On Club, over.
Really? Yeah, good. No problem. I've been out here about a half an hour, and I was also listening to one of the Contra Costa nets here, a high school net that's trying to promote licensing to the younger folks. That's enough for now. We'll see you tomorrow in 6RO.
Okay, there's a station in Novato maybe you could listen for. I think it's K6 Echo Golf, but I've forgotten his call. His name is Stan. He's supposed to be checking in from Novato, but he's down in the hill and he's vertically polarized. But would you make a call for the station in Novato, please, over?
Yeah, I'll try. I'm not pointed that way. Station in Novato, N6RO calling. Hello, Novato, N6RO. Well, I just called him on the Omni antennas and didn't hear anything. It'll take me quite a while to move one of the big antennas that way.
That's all right. He's vertically polarized with a small antenna and about 50 watts, I think. And he was a little concerned that I wouldn't hear him, and I didn't know I wouldn't hear him either. I thought I might be able to hear him. His name is Stan, but I can't remember the damn call. K6 Echo something, and I thought it was Echo Golf or Echo. It isn't. Maybe it is K6 EG. I worked him this morning on 40, and hopefully he'll come back in the morning and tell me what he heard. I told him to listen on the stream and make a note to us, and he can send a note to us on the chat room, on the chat part of it. He's copying anybody there, so I thought he would hear some of the guys in the Bay Area. I know that he can hear, I'm sure he could have heard N6AF was vertical in Redwood City with a booming signal. They talked to each other this morning on 40. I think he listened to us on 20, on 2 meters. I mean, we went to 2 meters this morning after the 40-meter net just to see if we could hook up with Redwood City and his vertical, and it was really good. We worked him again tonight, and he became a new Bozo member, 1243. So much for that. We tried, and maybe he'll get to us on the chat page and tell us what he's hearing. 73 Ken, case N6RO, K6MYC, looking for KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima.
K6MYC, here's Kilo Delta 6 Whiskey Victor Lima, and I'm number 1179, over.
Gotcha, John. Good signal. Sorry to keep you waiting there. And you were doing good in the contest. You were active and quite active. You were working people for quite a while off and on. You were doing really well. So pleased to have you in there with some effort. You sounded good tonight. KD6WVL, and I want to check also quickly. Let me just do this way. Let's see if the other John is in here. W6WZZ. W6WZZ. Are you in here, John?
KO6 IQR 1189.
Okay, there's Mario. KO6 IQR. Good evening, Mario.
Hey, good evening, Mike. I know you're running late, and you got some guys up north still to hit. Just wanted to put the feelers out. Looking for some secondhand equipment for 1296 and maybe for 222. So if you know anybody out there, if anybody out there can hear, I know you got the stuff that I was eyeballing at the Fresno swap meet that I should have just got, but you ended up with that somehow. How I regret it. But anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can put something together for that. So if anybody out there has got some secondhand stuff, I'll give it a shot first before I spend the money on brand new.
Yeah, understand. I didn't get either one of the two bands you wanted. I got a 902 and a 2304. But I did buy those two transverters that Tom had on at the swap meet. But they weren't for 1296. I do have a 1296 transverter, and I probably should make it available.
Because, yeah, I heard you talking about it, and I know some other guys also have that capability. But, yeah, I'm looking for 1296 and 222. So we'll see. If I can't get anything secondhand, then I'll just have to drop the coin.
Well, ask me again next Sunday night. I won't. I'll be here tomorrow night, but I'll be here tomorrow night, but I won't be here tomorrow in the daytime. But I'll be on tomorrow night. Ask me tomorrow night. But unfortunately, I may not have a chance to check with Frank. Frank had the 1296 transverter. That's W6BBS north of me in Coarse Gold here. I loaned it to him, and he had it in repeater service, or he had it in beacon service, I should say. But I could get rid of that now. I've got two 9700s. I really don't need any more 1296 capability. And that's a good little radio. I think it makes about 25 watts, as I recall. It's made by SSB Electronics, the same people that made the 902 version that you looked at it when you saw Tom's stuff there.
Is maybe a 9700, either secondhand or, that'll at least get me the 1296, and then we can work on a 222 transverter.
Yeah, that's another good option for sure. All right, well, we'll keep an ear out. I don't have anything for 222 right now, spare-wise. 73, and we'll carry on, and we'll look for you tomorrow night. K06 IQR, K6MYC. Anybody else? Oh, back to you, John, for a quickie. KD6WVL, if you're still there, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6WVL. Yeah, I was just going to mention, Mike, that's what makes this net interesting is we get to chew the fat a little bit, so I wouldn't worry about being a little long-winded. But I'll let you get going. I know it's getting late.
Thanks for the check-in. KD6WVL, 7-3 all around.
And my voice is wearing out as well. All right, take care. Let me go over to Sacramento here.
Mike, WZZ had his 2-meter antenna down.
Oh, okay.
Back on next week.
Okay, thank you for that, Ken.
Yep.
Sacramento, Roseville, whatever. KJ6KFB, KO6KD, KR6MR. Anybody?
KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Okay, I got you, John. I moved the antenna a little bit. I may have overshot there. KR6MR, K6MYC, good evening.
Good evening, Mike. You're a little fluttering, but that's okay. Ben, in this geostorm we've got cooking aren't really helping that much. I haven't heard Bill or Darren this evening. And Bozo 759. How you there, Mike?
I'm here. We got you, and no Bill. Well, I don't know what's going on with Bill. I think Bill's going through a mental issue with something. Hopefully he comes back, but he hasn't been on 40, and he hasn't been on any of the Bozo Nets here either. Well, he's in a funk for some reason. Anyway, Darren's been intermittent because we just been missing him. Anyway, thanks, John, and we'll look for you tomorrow on 432. Let me try for Reading and see if they're there. I'm sorry we missed the Reading boys in the contest. We never heard them at all. KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, and KO6HS, K6MYC. Over. Reading, Charlie, November 80.
Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, 1079 and Bozo 1100.
KE6ILX. My God, I didn't think I'd ever hear you again, Jeff. Hang on just a second. Let me get the antenna more up in your direction. And I hear 1079 and 1100. Oops. Okay, got you, Aaron. Hang in there, Aaron. Do you have anything particular, or can I move on?
Nope, you can move on. I was just busy eating dinner and then doing the 10-meter net, so just checking in late. K6US.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's see. Let me try Reading one more time here. Reading. And then I'll pick up Jeff, KE6ILX. I think his number is 90. What's Jeff's number, Rob? I think it's 96, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, 96.
Okay, I'll put 96 down, and we'll get you in a minute, Jeff. You're very weak, but I'll move the antenna up your way. Stand by. Okay, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Reading, Charlie November 80. Reading, K6MYC, Bozo Net, calling and listing. Are you there, Rich? Well, maybe. Let me try for Jerry and see if I can get Jerry in there. I think I'm hearing a voice, but I can't guarantee it, that I'm hearing you, Rich. KO6HS, Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Sugar, K6MYC, calling and listing. Go ahead, Jerry. Yeah, gotcha. You're about Q3. 230, we got you, KO6HS, K6MYC. And I think I heard Rich in there. Can you confirm that I was hearing Rich? Over. Okay, I'm trying to move the antenna and get a peek on you, but you're too quick for me.
Roger. Yeah, Rich is in there. He is in there. Maybe you got him now with the antenna adjustment there. Rich is in there. Give him a call, and you can probably be able to hear him better than me. KO6HS, over.
Now, well, you're coming up on a big peak now. Boy, this band is fickle. Very good. Good signal. Sorry I missed you guys in the contest. I called up your way several times. We could have used Charlie November 80, but we didn't hear anybody during the contest, and it might have been just conditions and timing. Wait, let me see. Rich should be in there now on a peak. KD6SW, K6MYC. Go ahead, Rich.
Number 145. You came up a little bit, Mike. Do you copy? Over.
Yeah, I've got you now. I've got you in there. It's a little weak, but I'm still not peaked on you. I guess the antenna's off a little bit here somehow. But I'll get it peaked next time. Thanks for checking in, and sorry I missed you. Did you operate at all? Did you operate at all in any contest, over?
Well, not really. I got a massive 4 contacts on 6 meters, four contacts on 6 meters, and then I was overloaded, and that was enough, over.
I got something about 6 meters, but I didn't get, I don't know, we didn't work you on 2 meters. We were looking for you at 7 o'clock or 7:15 on 2 meters on Saturday night, but we did not hear you. We didn't hear anything from either one of you on Saturday night, so I didn't know whether you were there, we had bad band conditions or whatever. You're coming up a little bit now, it's almost Q5. KD6SW, K6MYC, over.
Let's see, yeah, I was on a little bit on 6 meters, however, I'm only 4 contacts on 6 meters, and we're pretty dead, over.
Oh boy, now I got some power line noise in there, and I didn't have time to get rid of it. I didn't get any of that. Okay. Well, tell me one more time. Let's try it one more time on. I won't move the antenna. I'll just listen. What'd you say about 6 meters, over?
I only made 4 contacts on 6 meters, 4 contacts, and that was it. I was doing other things around the house here at the time, so no time for contesting.
Boy, I just can't get it. Maybe you can relay, Jerry. Could you relay what Rich is trying to say about 6 meters, over?
Rich had 4 contacts on 6, and that was it. I was out of the area, so none for me. Over.
Okay, Rich had 4 contacts on 6. You got one more than I got. I only got 3. 3 grids and 3 contacts on 6. It was pretty dismal, as you said. I did not work anybody DX-wise, but they were there on FT8 and other, but I didn't work them on 6 meter sideband. And I don't know whether you said you did try to get to 2 meters, but we never heard you on 2 meters. Over, Rich? I don't know why, but tonight I'm not hearing you as well as Jerry. Copying Jerry a little better, but neither one of you are very strong, and it's right on the edge, and it doesn't want to come up. It's just holding. So we'll let it go for now, and we'll look for you on Sunday night. We'll look for you Sunday night, Rich. 73s, and thanks very much for being there. Sorry we missed you in the contest. KD6SW and KO6HS, 73 to you, Jerry, K6MYC. Bye-bye, guys.
7-3, see you later.
There you were better that time, Rich, and better, Jerry. Good copy, Jerry. Go ahead, Rich. Maybe it wasn't Jerry. Maybe it was somebody else. Okay. Let me go over and see if I can get KE6ILX. Jeff, give me some calls, and I'll peek on you here. KE6ILX, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, KE6ILX 96 in the truck. It's just the single loop tonight, and then of course the CE amp, so that helps a little bit. So just a single loop, no big antennas, don't have the rack in the truck. Just a mag mount with a single loop. Top KE6ILX 96.
Okay, it's up and down a little bit. We got it almost 100%. Single loop. And what's the status on your location? I thought by now you had sold out and moved to Tennessee or West Virginia or something. What's your status on your location, Jeff? Over.
Yeah, we're North Carolina. We've got good.
Dropped out. We've got, and then you dropped right out. You must have kicked the amp or something. If you have an amp there, something dropped out on you. KE6ILX. We've got something on North Carolina, but I didn't get. We've got, and that's all I got. K6MYC standing by. Over. Oh boy, Jeff must have developed a problem there. Was anybody else copying Jeff there, K6MYC?
I could just barely hear him, Mike, but he dropped out for me too, KM6SRR.
He just got halfway through a word and it just dropped away. Okay, well, we'll keep an ear out here. He's obviously running a smaller system. He's got a whole loop. Normally he has a Yagi on the truck there. He's running real temporary, it sounds like. I thought by now he must have sold his property. Anyway, anybody else before we go north to Nevada? K6MYC Bozo Net, Sacramento area. Thing heard, okay.
KB6 WFC.
KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. We got you, Mike. I won't bother to come back, but we got you. Thanks for checking in, Mike. Over. 775. We got you. Roger. 775. Roger. Roger. Let me see if I can get back in your direction here a little bit. That should be better. KB6 WFC, is that better?
Oh, tons better. Wow. Big difference.
Yeah, sorry we didn't hear you at all in the contest, but good to hear you tonight. Over.
That's okay. We'll catch up next time.
Yep, okay. You got somebody talking underneath you there. Is that what's bothering you?
It's not bothering me. I have the stream running, and I may get some audio feedback occasionally.
Oh, it's somebody else talking. I heard him say something about 20 over 9. That was not you. Anyway, 7-3, Mike, and I'll go back, and we'll catch up with you Sunday or tomorrow. I'll look for you on 432 tomorrow. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, 7-3.
Thank you, 73. Good evening.
Okay, I'm going to Nevada. Here I am toward Nevada. KD6BQ, 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 K6MYC. 249, KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249. Good evening, Mike, over.
Yeah, big signal. Okay, good to hear you. And, boy, was it pretty kind of a weak contest. Not a whole lot of activity. I guess you guys didn't work too many people up there. I tried, but we just didn't get many people that could hear you.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I don't know what kind of weather conditions you guys had over on that side of the hill, but propagation wasn't that good. I did manage to work Modesto, though. I was pretty happy about that, over.
Who'd you work at Modesto? KD6WVL?
Let's see, I have to look up in my log and see if I can find him. Yeah, let's see. No, that's Paul. I think it's KE6GLA.
I don't think he's in Modesto. KE6GLA, where in the hell is he? I worked him too, but he was very weak.
Oh, wait a minute. No, he's in Charlie Mike 98. I got to find somebody who was in 97. Looks like N6KOG. No, that's Steve. I don't know, but I'll find him here eventually.
Okay, well, it's been KO6IQR. Mario was on. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. John was on Modesto.
Yeah, your signal's getting garbled up right now, so you're a little weak. Hopefully it'll come back up again.
I got a copy on you. You are garbled also, but perfect copy. Go ahead. Okay, let me shoot for Daniel, see if Daniel's in there. KE7UQL. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Daniel?
Over.
Go ahead.
Yes, KE7UQL is here. Yes, I did okay over the hill to the valley. Got several contacts over. IQR over.
Yeah, that's Mario. He's not exactly portable, but he is. He's in a temporary location in Turlock there. Okay, very good. Good signal from you. Let me shoot it over to Rob and see if he's copying you and Richard tonight. KR6MR. No, that's not right. KM6SRR. Rob, sorry. K6MYC. Go ahead with the guys in Nevada.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I'm hearing both fine tonight. Well, actually, Richard is a little bit watery, but copied him fine. Yeah, I talked to both of them on the contest on 2 meters and 432.
Yeah, you're strong right now, Rob.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Yep, you're booming in here. It's like you're in my driveway.
I give Mike a second to see if Eric's here. Maybe you give him a call because you're louder.
I hear you fine. Anyway, Richard and Daniel, thanks very much for being there. Thanks for your contest activity there. Sorry we didn't do better in the contest, but that's the way it goes. It was a kind of a lowly populated, weakly populated contest, I thought. D6BQ and KE7UQL, 7373 K6MYC.
Yeah, you're real weak right now, Mike, so you might try and give Eric a call or get Rob to do it since he's stronger right now, over.
Yeah, well, it's because I was pointed a little bit too far to the east. That should be better. Is that better? Boy, Richard's got some noise there. He's loud here, Rob.
Yeah, that time he was down a little bit, but before he was really booming in here.
You copy anything, Eric?
Yeah, we're copying you fine. Go ahead.
this one now to see what his power is.
Well, it's full power, 1500.
Well, this is not too good to Eric is here. He copies bits and pieces of you there, over.
Okay, well, listen, let me let you guys go. I didn't catch the last comment. I heard it okay. I just didn't make sense. I just couldn't make sense of it, Richard. Anyway, 73s, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432. You'll probably be gangbusters with your 8 watts, over.
Roger, Roger. You're on a peak right now. I'll give Eric a call.
Well, I've got to aim a little different for you and Daniel. I was too far to the east for you. I probably still not right, but when I come up in this direction, I've got a power line leak, and it's scrunging at me here. I can copy you through it, but it's annoying. Anyway, 7-3, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432. 7-3, Daniel. KE7UQL, KD6BQ, K6MYC, clear. Roger, Roger. Did.
N7VAZ, Eric, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net, K6MYC with KM6SR, standing by.
Copy, Rob, Eric.
He's calling for Eric, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Is he around?
Oh, he's here. He's hearing bits and pieces of you, but not able to copy well.
Okay, let me try a little better heading here. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7VAZ, K6MYC, over. 793, Rob.
Over, Eric. N7VAZ, 1193,
I hear you, Eric. You're Q3, but I have power line noise. Q3 through the power line noise. We've got you all okay, Eric. Welcome back. 1193. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, K6MYC. 73, Eric.
K6MYC from N7VAZ. Good contact. Got you on a peak. 73, over.
Yeah, good copy. You're up now. Okay, good signal. Thank you, 73, and welcome back.
Thank you, 73.
Got it, Rob.
Yeah, Eric, I heard you that time. You're pretty loud. N7VAZ, KM6SRR, over.
KM6SRR from N7VAZ. Got you S5 on a peak, over.
He came back.
Over, Rob.
Yeah, I think I heard Daniel say over, too. Yeah, I heard somebody in there, but I couldn't make him out this time, so he dropped down a bit for me.
I think he gave you S5, Rob, so you caught him on a peak there. 73, guys. 73, K6MYC and KM6SRR. 73. Long net, we're tired. Bye-bye. Did. Okay. I think we're done, Rob. You want to go and see if we can get Eddie?
5 here.
One more.
Was that?
One more. 680. K6MTS. Hello, guys.
Hey, 680. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, gents.
Good, Mark. You gave us one more to tie us with last week's Wednesday.
That was my goal, Rob.
Yeah, right on.
All right, thanks, you guys. Thanks, Mike. You have my okay to shut her down, over.
Oh, thank you. I've got to go north. I'm going south for Eddie here. That should be pretty close to Eddie. I'm not mistaken. Any KE6BK, KE6BK, or anybody back in the south, KD6BQ, KB6RQU, or KE6BK, K6MYC, calling and listening. Looks like we're done, Rob.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I was waiting for you to respond to Mark, but you didn't. So anyway, 73, Mark, thanks for coming in, KM6SRR.
No, I responded to Mark, didn't I, Mark?
Yes, you did. 7-3, guys.
Okay. You may not have realized I was talking to Mark. K6MTS 680. We got you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I'm not ignoring you, Rob. Really. K6MTS.
That's okay. I'm used to it. Haha.
Okay, you want to give me a count, Rob?
I have 37, same as last Wednesday.
Okay, it's my favorite number.
What, is that your age again this year, 37?
Oh, that was the year I was born.
Oh, okay. Well, had something to do with age, huh?
Yes, it did. It's funny, I've got Bozo 47, which is the 47th president, who I like, and I'm born in 1937, so my two favorite numbers are 37 and 47.
Yep, roger on that. Boy, he sure managed to get this Greenland deal cooking here. I was kind of worried about some of the stuff, but I was hoping it was just part of his making a deal kind of stuff he does.
Yeah, that's what he does. He mushes around, and he's got the people that don't understand his negotiating. After 11 years, they still can't figure out. When he gets into a negotiation, he usually wins. The only one he's had trouble with is the Ukraine-Russian thing. I'm not sure anybody could deal with that because you're dealing with two very stubborn Russian people.
Yep, that's for sure. Yeah, I guess I never saw him on the Art of the Deal kind of thing that he used to have that show.
I never watched the program, but he certainly he knows how to do it, and he has a method. And sometimes it can be a little strange how he arrives, but when you start at 0 and you end at 100, you've accomplished it. And may go zigzag a little bit, but it gets there.
Yep. Yeah, I was kind of worried when he wouldn't say, wouldn't rule out any military action, and then I'm glad that he's going to kind of let the people there decide what they want to do.
Well, I don't think he ever would have needed to do military action. There wouldn't have been nobody there to fight him. The Europeans sent all sent over a total of 38 people or 39 people total, and Denmark sent another dog sled with a red light on it over.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, I think it's a good thing for us strategically and the minerals, and also I guess I heard a guy on the radio today talk about that there's some major shipping lanes that go through their waters, so that'd be something else that we could benefit from too.
Well, yeah, we're also protecting the underwater cable that runs right through the front of them there. That transatlantic ocean cable that ties Europe and everybody in Northern Europe to us. So that's an important thing. The shipping lanes are things that they've talked about. I talked about this the other day with the melting of the ice. The ice is supposedly melting more than usual, and the shipping lanes are opening up to more travel and bigger boats. And that's a factor, both positive and negative, over.
Yeah, as long as those bigger boats don't include any Chinese ships.
Chinese or Russians or submarines or anything like that. Yeah, so you've got, it's a double-edged sword there with the shipping lanes, but yeah, no, it's a good deal for everybody because Denmark can't support the country. Denmark sends the people there $10,000 for every family. There's 57,000 people there, so they're spending 50 grand times 10,000. It's not a big number, and that's it. But they can't protect the place. And at one point in time, we owned the thing, and then we gave it back after World War II. You know, you knew that?
Yeah, I heard that the other day, and that's kind of interesting. So I guess it sort of shows them that we're not out to just conquer them.
No, that's not it. It's going to be a bonus for everybody if they could just see through the fog. And if it's done correctly, if it's not done if it's done incorrectly, like we just go in and take it, don't make it better for the people, don't make it better for anybody. That's one thing, but everything is about the acquisition is going to be beneficial to both Europe and the United States and Canada, and in every way. And the people are going to share in the wealth of any minerals that come out of there, just like the Venezuelans are sharing in the oil profits now. So it's going to be a fair deal. It did just have to get over their hard-nosed stubbornness.
Yeah, I think that, was it NATO or somebody like that finally kind of came on board with it too, after Trump convinced a lot of the European NATO members to look for it. And yeah, I heard somebody today kind of mentioned it's similar to Alaska. You know, all the oil and everything comes out of Alaska, a lot of that profits goes back to the people there, so they get one heck of a bonuses every year.
Sure they do. So, you know, it's going to be good for everybody, and it's very crucial from a standpoint of what Russia's got from a standpoint of international missiles. They have missiles now that can reach us, and they also travel at supersonic speeds. So the Golden Dome is going to be a necessity to have time, and we need more time to more warning time. And being up there with a good warning system will do what we need to do to protect the U.S. mainland.
Comment?
Go ahead.
Yeah, to a K6 NPS. I saw a piece too on so the biggest industry there is fishing, right? And apparently most of it goes to the Danes, but there's no labor there. There's no one there willing to do the work. So they ship in out-of-country folks to do all the labor and do the fish factory stuff, and a lot of it's Philippines, Malaysia, and some other countries, and there's kind of that kind of dynamic going on. But I just found it interesting that their biggest industry, and they don't have enough people there to run it.
Exactly. I think all that'll change, probably, hopefully for the better for everybody. Anyway, that's interesting. I hadn't heard that, but I knew that it was a big industry, was fishing. I just didn't realize they didn't have the processing capability. That's pathetic.
Well, the Danish, I guess, they've got the big factories and the factory ships and that, but they bring in outside labor to run them there. And it's from the piece, I forget where it was, but I saw it. There's just, you know, like you said, there's 50,000 people in the whole darn country, so there's just not enough people to do the work. So anyway, you guys have a great night. K6MTS.
You'd think Denmark would send over some of their own people, wouldn't you?
I think they make a hell of a lot more money staying at home.
Well, they probably do. But, okay. It's always funny to employ people that don't know what ice looks like, and they've never seen snow, and get them up into that climate, which never gets much above 40.
Well, the Denmark is it similar to some of the other countries in the area where they're pretty much socialist, and you're well paid and you're well taken care of from what's the saying, crib to grave or whatever. From what I know, Mike and Rob, they wouldn't have any motivation. The people from Denmark wouldn't have any motivation to go over to Greenland to work.
It sounds like the Greenland people don't have any motivation either. I suspect they've got some force there, but they pay them so much money every year, they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I heard it's not much though, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The more this becomes a thing, probably, the more we'll learn about this stuff. But it doesn't sound as ideal as it's made to sound through some channels.
Well, what do you mean? What things don't sound ideal. I mean, it's nothing's ideal. They're going to have to work at it, but there is industry potential there, and there's minerals and mining and stuff that can be done, but you've got to have motivated people to do it.
Oh, yeah. No, what I mean is what you see on the majority of media outlets is that they don't want America there. They hate Trump. That's the same old story. And when you start digging deeper and peeling things back and getting some different perspectives, that's not necessarily the case. That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, no, I heard that, and I've also heard the opposite. The people are anxious to do it, and are beginning to get more and more behind it. So I think they were a little upset that they thought maybe Trump was going to come in and with the armed forces and take it over, and of course that would upset anybody. But that was the way the media portrayed it, and that wasn't ever the intent. That was just a ploy, like threatening the Europeans with tariffs and stuff. It got their heads straightened out a little bit too. Over.
Yeah, K6 MTS. Yeah, I mean, that's like you were talking about earlier. That's just his style. That's how he because he said he was, hey, no matter what, yeah, if we have to use force, we use force. But that's just his style. That's his making a deal thing. And 50,000 people. Do you really need a military? I don't think you need much to make that happen. So yeah, it was kind of silly, but that's just. That's the media.
Yeah. Okay, well, it'll sort itself out, and it is interesting to watch it proceed. And hopefully it'll come to fruition, and everybody, I think, will be happy in the end. You never can make everybody happy, but for the most part, it should be beneficial to all countries on the long term. All right, Mark, 7-3 to you, and good evening again, Rob, 73s. Aaron, if you're listening, 73s, and I'm going to get in and rest my voice. I'm wore out here for some reason today. K6 MTS, K6 US, KM6 SRR, and anybody else, K6 MYC, clear from Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, Bozo 47, shutting down the 2-meter Bozo Net on January 23, 20, 21, 22, sorry. 7-3 all.
Yeah, local time is the 21st, Mike.
No, Monday was the 20th, so wasn't Monday the 20th, or was it Tuesday the 20th?
The holiday's throwing you off.
Hey, it's 21st in UTC, right?
No, it's 22nd UTC.
Or 22nd, yeah.
Okay, 22nd UTC, that's fine. Okay. I guess I was off one day. I was thinking Monday was to 20th.
Yeah, getting thrown off by the holiday. I tell you what, though, Mike, I had a heck of a fun time on 6 meters last night. Worked a bunch of stuff. Interesting conditions last night. I think I heard a couple of the other guys talking about it. Yeah, it was 6 meters was really hot last night.
Yeah, Caribbean stuff. So you got in on that. That was late in the evening. Some of the other guys, Tom said he listened and he didn't hear anything, but Easley probably shut down by 10 o'clock and it was nothing.
Oh, yeah, no, I was on till midnight. I worked Cuba, a couple of stations in Florida, worked very deep South Mexico, like Yucatan Peninsula, South Mexico. Worked a couple of stations around Mexico City, worked 2 stations in Belize, and then today I worked a couple stuff stateside. But yeah, last night was really good for DX out into the Caribbean and down into Mexico. And I think there was somebody in Costa Rica that was on, but I didn't work him. And then I worked the Cayman Islands, so that was fun.
Yeah. You got about the same thing that somebody was telling me about it. Oh, it was K6YLH out in Watsonville. He was the one that caught it. I said, what the hell were you doing up at midnight? He said, I was just finishing a project, and I just thought I'd go over and look. and wham, he worked all this stuff.
Yeah, it was late in the evening yesterday. 6 was really hot on the East Coast. I was seeing a lot of activity on all the maps. And as the sun went down, the band just shifted over to the West Coast. And I probably would have worked more people if they were still awake. Because by the time the band got open over here, everybody over on the East Coast was in bed. But yeah, it was pretty good. And some of these guys in Mexico were coming in at like plus 10 on FT8, and of course if my wife wasn't in bed, I would have jumped on sideband, but my wife was asleep, so I had the microphone turned off and I was listening in headphones. But yeah, heck of a band opening last night.
Yeah, that was good. I'm sorry I missed it. You get one of those again, it looks like it's going to go more than 10 minutes, give me a call. I'm usually around. I'm up until 11 o'clock anyway. And I can stay up later. I'm just usually done with the news and stuff by 11.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. Yeah, it's just one of those things where we had that big solar flare and it took out the HF bands, and but it made 6 meters really high. What was it? The maximum usable frequency at one point last night over, I think, like Texas or something like that, was up to 92 megahertz. The muff was really high. It was like, that's getting up into the FM broadcasting band.
Yeah, wonderful. Nice to see that, and I didn't think the CME was big enough to do it, but it must have been.
Yep, yeah, and then as I said, worked a couple more things today at work, and then the band was pretty quiet. If I look right now, I'm sure there's not too much going on right now, but yep, yeah, the maps are all empty, so everyone's taking a break. So anyways, yeah, thought I'd give you my report, and we'll catch you on 432 tomorrow. KA6US.
7-3. Good night, Aaron. Thank you.
Good night, Aaron. K6US, KM6SRR 73. Good night, Mike. K6NYC, KM6SRR 73.
And good night to Mark up there, KA6US.
Good night, all.
See you guys. 7-3, K6MTS.
Good night, Mark. K6MTS, KM6SR 73.